Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. No, that's not great. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing. Years in the future, but not many. Hi, Mira. Yes, you were warned and you came anyways. Thank you. Very silly. Okay. Homestuck of sexual. Well, time to get started. Okay, thank you everyone for showing up. Ooh, I should probably add that I am homosexual to my tags, shouldn't I? There we go. Much better. Thank you for showing up. Okay. Now to get started on a nice gay adventure. Years in the future, but not many. A wayward vagabond records a stuttering step in the sun-bleached dust. Hmm. Precious baby. Act 2. GameSpot Game Facts. PC Miscellaneous Immersive Simulation. Spur Beta. Walkthroughs by Chaos Demon 41109, Winnie the Poop 41109, Sanctuary Remix 41009, and Tentacle Therapist 41309. Spurt Beta FAQ walkthrough by Tentacle Therapist, version 1.0, last updated 2009, April 13th. Spurt Beta walkthrough, version 1.0 by Tentacle Therapist. Table of Contents. Caveats and Condolences 0000. Walkthrough incomplete A000. Caveats and Condolences. I'd be inclined to dispense with the trite even under less pressing circumstances. I'm going to try that line again. I'd be inclined to dispense with the trite even under less pressing circumstances. Needless to say, I'll forego the inscrutable ASCII banner which typically heralds the striking freefall of these documents. I'll also resist the urge to brandish any copyright marks, or the particular neurosis that concerns itself with the theft of the utterly mundane. I'll allow other deranged prospectors to stake claims on their worthless plots as the whole woods burns around them. My introduction will be sparse. There will be no majestic prose blustering into the sails of a galleon as we embark on this voyage together, nor will there be any ham-fisted prose whipping its limbs under a bedsheet like a deranged ghost, for that matter. I won't set the stage or dim the lights. The mood, you will see, will be set soon enough. Since you are already reading this, chances are you have installed this game on your computer already. If this is true, like many others, you have just participated in bringing about the end of the world. But don't beat yourself up about it. There was never anything you could have done to prevent it. The end is happening right now, as I type and as you read. I have come to understand that we were always doomed through our collective ignorance, and now further doomed by those few who know and struggle to flee. If you're lucky, you'll be among the smaller subset of the latter who are successful. What I mean is, while that game you installed is just one more grinding slab of rock sealing our planet's crypt, it is also your only hope to live. I'm presently faced with the same conundrum as you, and though I speak with more experience, my own outcome is far from assured. I will play the game, as much of it as there is to play, and record my findings here. If you want to live, you will do as I instruct. My condolences, Tentacle Therapist. Yes, it does eye tracking. It's so great, isn't it? Oh my. The kernel divides. The two halves go their separate ways, leaving behind the sprite portion. Boy! What is left of the sprite undergoes a mysterious transformation. For a moment, you thought you heard someone say, boy, as if whispered in the periphery of your awareness. It was probably just your imagination, though. You there! Boy! What's that? You there! Boy! Examine the strange blue vase. It is a piece of cruxite you carved with the totem lathe. When its contours were scanned, the alchemitor was able to produce that tree. How odd! To walk around, use the mouse, arrow keys, or WASD keys. Click on various objects to open command menus for them. Outstanding flash programming by Alexis Gankro Beigneser. Beigneser? Probably sounds like beignet. This large platform, good grief, what is it, boy? The alchemitor created the apple, or the tree that sprouted it rather, right on time to save you from destruction. You're not sure if you can say the same for your neighborhood, though. You wonder what happened to your dad. I did not. Thank you for showing up. Boy, open this door and walk through it. Peek over the railing. Getting close to the railing makes you a little nervous. It's a long way down. John has become real gamer, play game. That man with the humorous spectacles. Admire him. Oh, Michael Cera. Your warm smile is a shining beacon in these dark times. Boy, go in here. Is that John Cusack? Yeah, you guess so. But damn, that door be covering up your man Nick Cage like something serious. That ain't cool. Inspect this ghastly man and his boy. Fred Savage has a punchable face. Your ass. More like a talented young actor's face who you would want to hang out with if you got the chance, and also if he were not a fully grown man now. Anyway, the thought of monsters lurking in your house scares the shit out of you, which is why this movie is so awesome. But the fact that those monsters could also be your best friend is what makes it doubly awesome. Armed foes of the deceased? Most people say the second one was not as great as the first, but you feel just the opposite. It was really cool and sort of gross how they hosed each other down with slime that made people angry. TG refers to the film as Nasty Man Bro Bukake Theater, whatever the hell that means. This door. Explain this. Rose sure did a number on your house, but you guess she did manage to save your life. You guess. Observe this box. The bunny is not in the box. I said, the bunny is not in the box. Why couldn't the bunny be in the box? Marvel at this adventure in outer space. This movie is... Okay, this movie is really bad. Not even you can defend it. You've been meaning to take this poster down, actually. I will attempt to put the bunny back in the box. Acquire this small Persian rug. It's a towel, dumbass. It will probably come in handy for cleaning up this weird mess in your room. And not that it's a huge priority, though. Boy, look through this window. At least your tire swing remains unmolested. A tree without a tire swing is like a house without a surrounding neighborhood, you guess. This huge sewing machine, of what use is it? The punch card seems to contain the instructions for carving a totem of a certain shape. You guess maybe other punch cards will produce different shapes? It bears further exploration. This funny man text. You should ignore it. Just looking at the cover cracks you up. What a great book. Harry Anderson is your hero, and Mike Cavaney's glowing testament of the man does him every bit of justice. You'll have to give this another read soon. Investigate this device. John, are you there? It seems you are still connected to the internet. Rose is trying to get in touch with you. You will reply in a moment, once you have fully assessed your situation. Go out of the door that is not here. I detest this. Disregard it. The Harlequin painting? You have the sentiment in common with John, then, I suppose. You there, boy. What? What's that? It looks different now. After you bit that apple, your whole house seemed to be transported somewhere. Then the apple disappeared, and the kernel sprite underwent a transformation. Aside from the change in appearance, the transformation doesn't seem to have any relevant ramifications. What is down there? Proceed, boy. The ghost clown. Do something with it. The ghost clown is called the kernel sprite. Or rather, just the sprite now, I suppose. You can't do something with it at the moment. The only thing you can theoretically do with it is Tier 2 prototype it, assuming that's still possible. Boy, listen to me, boy. His name is John, you nincompoop. Boy, who is John? Do as I say. What would you like boy who is John to do? Obey my commands, John boy. And those commands would be... I would like the boy to interact with his environment in a constructive manner. Maybe you should be a little more specific? Have the boy assess his current situation. I'm afraid I can't have the boy do that. Tell him to do it yourself. Very well. Okay. The instruction does not do anything at the moment. Could you please turn the controls over to a more competent user? Increasingly sophomoric. Also, you almost spelled salad in there. I am not fond of this smug fellow. The man. The myth. The legend. What do you have up your sleeve there, Anderson? Look at that poker face. He's not telling a soul. Tier prototype the sprite, or the thing you said. Do it. You are not the one who is supposed to prototype it. The SCURRY user is supposed to do that. What's that? Ah. Go in there now. Your plumbing appears faulty. Man, Rose did such a piss-poor job of fixing the bathroom. It would almost certainly be a mistake to try and use the toilet. You guess you could just go pee over the edge of the cliff. Peer through that window. At least your backyard was salvaged too. Sort of. Leave at once. Open this. Your dad's room is still locked. No, go back. No. Keep moving. Believe me, you have no intention of turning your head to observe this dreadful thing. You can't tell me what to do. Why does this small man stand here? This harlequin is always ready to serve you with illumination, whether you're reading a book or just enjoying a nice pipe. A small dessert tray? Useless. In retrospect, it was pretty funny when your dad pied you like that. Got shit again by the old man. What is the meaning of this rubbish? Okay, even you have to admit, this one's pretty funny. Use this to reseal that opening there. If only putting the lid back on the Cruxtruder would undo all it's done. Alas, Pandora's tube has been opened. Move this absurd edifice and exit your house, boy. This thing weighs a ton! You'd honestly be surprised if the game cursor could lift it, at least not without a significant expense of grist. Of all the places for Rose to drop the infernal thing, more than ever you feel... What's the word you're looking for? Oh, of course. House-trapped. Destroy these diminutive soldiers of merriment. It hardly seems worth it to go through to the bother. You doubt you could get much for them at a garage sale even. Maybe a grubby palm of pennies and a kick in the nuts for the whole lot of them. Wield these instruments of combat. Any one of these things would make a fine weapon. If only your strike specivis wasn't allocated. Oh well. Ugh, no. So coy. So mysterious. Topple this urn immediately. That would be disrespectful to your Nana. You just won't do it. Or not intentionally, at least. You consider that it is fortunate she is no longer around to witness this sorrow. On the other hand, you would probably benefit from her elderly wisdom now. Stow lump of soot for future use, boy. That stuff is really dirty, and you don't want it. Besides, you have it on good authority that a significant portion of it is comprised of asbestos. Vile. Pay no mind to this filth. What is he even doing here? Playing with a ball or something? Clowns are stupid. Here, boy. In here. Inspect this merry band of performers. Cirque du Soleil once filed a restraining order against your father. You were never so embarrassed in your life. This is a mess, boy. You were so glad your dad wasn't watching when you did this. He never would have let you hear the end of it. Is this a tobacco burning apparatus? Yuck. You still have pipe taste in your mouth. Throw this ugly thing out the window. You will not do that intentionally. You only resort to throwing stuff out the window via Sylladex mismanagement. It has a knife. Be alarmed by this. Rest in peace, Leisure. This man is an imbecile. Ignore him. He's alright. Looks like he doesn't take himself too seriously and knows how to have a good time. You can only assume your dad hung it crooked to make it look more whimsical. Look here. It's dark out there. Can't see anything for miles. Seek the riches he guards below. This one offers a friendly wave. But yeah, this really is just another stupid piece of shit. I see treachery in his eyes. Oh, he doesn't look so bad. Open this iron vault, boy. You don't know the combination. Disregard this nonsense. Your dad used this stuff sometimes to dazzle you with his silly vaudevillian escapades. Really, you couldn't roll your eyes hard enough at his corny act. Read unpleasant literature. The Serious Jester. Serious Jester magazine. For those for whom clowning around is serious business. Consume not. You would, but you're not sure if this dark realm has any hospitals. Consume nut. Okay. Return to the large room with the gross paintings. This way, through the doors like you see in a cowboy saloon. Plunder chest. Would you like to play a game? Sniff vegetable. It doesn't smell like anything. This book is too big for a young, stupid boy. Colonel Sassacre's is your favorite book. Almost as favorite as Wise Guy. They're both your favoritist of all time. Pea in bowl of goo. Peek? Peek in bowl of goo. That changes that. That changes that a lot. Oh my god, that. Wherever your dad went, he seems to have left in a hurry. For all his absurdities you have to put up with, you sure wish he were here right now. Sample powdered uncooked dessert. Back, ye miserable wench. Stay thy choking airborne particulates of temptation. Examine this artwork. Your dad was so proud when you drew this. He hung it immediately, and it stayed there ever since. That was 1 week ago. Open this door now. Open these and rifle through them for goods. You don't give a shit about what's in there. Probably nothing you'd be inclined to use anyway. This is no time for laundry. You're right. Thank you for being sensible about it. Exit, boy. Ponder lawn amusement. Your childhood nemesis, the spring-mounted pogo ride, sadly was not swallowed by the void. It will have to wait another day for its comeuppance. Boy, engage this mangled trapeze display. It looks like your swing set is toast. You relive fond memories in a moment of sorrow. Claim the dangling tree bauble. The trick handcuffs are still there. Thank God. And no, you were not about to try to claim them just now.
Admire this wall-mounted gadget.
Through some mysterious force, your house still seems to be powered, even though the wires are severed. How bizarre.
Fiddle with the bright sparkly things. That sounds incredibly dangerous.
John disregards your awful advice, sensibly.